Welcome everybody to The Scramble, where we take recommended doses of everything great about the world of gaming, mix it up, and serve it to you in one hot, fresh, and tasty show. My name is Samantha, and this is The Scramble, and I'll be your host for today and for who knows until when, but this is our last episode for 2020, and we've got something very special for you. This is our first live episode, and of course, who better to feature in our year-ender special than two driving forces behind The Scramble, Robert Yatco and Kevin Evangelista. We'll be sitting down with them and getting to know them better and ask them how this was all made and what's happening behind the scenes. And since the gentlemen are also known figures in the world of tech and gaming, we'll get their first-hand advice on what to put under the Christmas tree, not just for all you gamers, but also for yourselves. Then finally, we're going to have a little gameplay segment with our guests just to get the holiday spirit started. All that and more right here on The Scramble. So we've done 7 episodes now for The Scramble, and it's been a pretty wild ride. As a matter of fact, we covered numerous milestones in gaming. We tried out some cutting-edge technology as well. We've talked to streamers, we've talked to shoutcasters, content creators, and whatnot. But for this very special year-ender, we have a special guest from BrenPro and also a very special guest from EGG Network, and we're gonna pull back the curtain and introduce them to you right now. As a matter of fact, if it weren't for them, this wouldn't be possible. So first off, let's get to know the man behind the gaming side of The Scramble. He's my personal buddy when it comes to geeking out on anime, gaming, tech, and he's also my sensei in understanding the world of TVAT and the editor-in-chief in UnGeek, country manager for EGG Network of the Philippines, Robert Yatco.
Well, hello. What's up, guys? It's Rob from UnGeek and also from EGG Philippines. I like how you could already tell the disappointment when I heard Sensei.
My sensei.
What do you
He
mean?
is my sensei when it comes to the world of TVAT. That's about it. All right. And this time around, I'm going to introduce to you the guy behind BrenPro. As a matter of fact, he's a creative genius in the tech world, a gentle giant, I might add as well, with a genuine soul who loves to geek out all about tech and actually everything gaming related as well. Ladies and gentlemen, BrenPro's executive creative director. Give him a round of applause, will ya? Kevin Evangelista!
Hello.
Yeah!
Hello. I'm Kevin Evangelista of BrenPro TV. the usual canned intro.
Wow, I kind of like how you did this nod over there. That's a lot of satisfaction introducing yourself under BrenPro. So, gentlemen, my first question, because I just want people to know, how did we all three meet?
Well, for us specifically, I met Sam through a PlayStation an event. Legit gamer cred, by the way. She is. Not to say anything about her. It's just like, she's too pretty to be a gamer.
Then you found out she's an actual beauty queen.
Yeah, an actual gamer.
Did I disappoint you guys? I hope not. Anyway, how did we meet, Kevs?
We met through Rob.
Uh-huh.
Of course, when we were in the planning stages of EGG's The Scramble, we were hard pressed to find a host.
Pretty much.
Then Rob told me is that a call or over Discord?
I think it was more of, I did think that there is a person. I met her in the PlayStation event. It's like, she'd be great at this.
Yeah, actually, that was after the first episode.
Yeah.
We figured out that the first episode was guest hosted by Faraz.
Right.
Then we were in conversation saying, oh, we need to find like a local version of Faraz. Because we can't.
You need a local flavor, sinigang.
Yeah, need a local flavor.
Right.
So Rob said, oh, I might have someone. Then you straight up introduced me
Right.
to
It's like,
Sam.
please meet Sam.
Please meet Sam. Then
I think she'll do well.
Then
And she did.
Then I was inundated with facts. Oh, she was Miss Earth. Then she's an actual gamer. I met her through a
To be
PlayStation event.
honest, without memeing, I really do forget that you're from Miss Earth. I was just like, no, she was at the PlayStation
Dude,
event.
I'm your fellow geek. I told you, I love games. That's why I'm here anyway in the first place. So anyway, in turn to how we met, how do you feel about this whole shenanigan? Do you feel like this life chose you or this...
This is all shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
How do you feel about it? Did this life choose you or did you choose this life to get into the gaming industry, to get into the tech industry?
For me, I think I chose this life.
Okay.
Because when I speak about it, it's like, of course, I'm speaking from the side of the tech person of the Scramble. I think I chose this life because when I was young, I kind of chose to disassemble everything, all of the technology at the house.
Were you Wreck-It Ralph?
Yeah, I was kind of like a Ralph. I keep telling this story to everyone. How did you get into like reviewing tech? Or yeah, I just disassembled everything I can get my hands on because my parents trusted me with a screwdriver at the time.
How old were you when you touched the screwdriver?
Like 6 or 7.
That's pretty
Were
young.
they just like one time they go home, our house is disassembled.
The TV is now in 67 parts.
Our new TV.
But yeah, over time, I kind of learned how to put things back together. So I was kind of hard pressed to choose this life. But yeah, it's been a really, what do you call this?
It's fruitful and productive.
Yeah, it's been a very productive journey so far.
And it's very obvious that you're very passionate about what you do. And how about you, Rob? How exactly did this life choose you? Because I have a feeling this life chose you.
No.
And you fell in love with it.
This life chose you.
I think I chose this. I think I chose this literally. I mean, I guess it was like a finding each other thing, but
It was destiny.
it was more of I've always loved the marketing side. I've always loved like creating creative plans for stuff. I used to work in an agency and everything like that. It's just that gaming has always been so close to my heart. And because it's something that you always like to. I always liked playing PlayStation, the N64 back then, because I was unfortunate I didn't buy a PlayStation 1. It's like all the games that I'm missing out.
That's all right.
I know.
I myself started out with an N64. Yeah.
The whole rationale, Mom, it has 64 bits. It's more than the 32. But it was a trap. So yeah, I think I chose this life because I just wanted to see where the gaming would take us. We took a chance. It started with the UnGeek thing. Right. And we wanted to like create content, see how far we could push it inside the gaming industry. And try to like grow both us and the industry itself. And yeah, I think just one step after the other, we grew into this particular, like for the Scramble, part of the reason why we made this was because we wanted to slowly like create and elevate like these kinds of shows, these kinds of content.
Yeah.
Which is I mean that's where it went. We just really, I guess I did sort of choose this.
Right. So if you did choose this, like truly gently chose this.
I like how you doubt when I say I chose.
You know, the sense of doubt comes from that feeling. Like, I have a feeling that for both your cases, this life kind of chose you and you both fell in love with it.
Yeah.
Like, indirectly, you just fell into this rabbit hole, but this rabbit hole was just so beautiful to you that you decided to dwell in it all throughout. And until now, how many years have you been doing it on Geek? I mean, it's been quite a while now that you've been doing
5 or 6, I think. We've been doing it on Geek for like 5 or 6.
And BrenPro is pretty young, but you've been here ever since the start.
Yeah, I am employee number 3. First is Bren, second is my boss Jab, and third is me.
Excellent. And for both of you, I know that you're both the media men for your respective companies. So how does it feel exactly working as responsible media men when it comes to gaming and tech?
To be honest, UnGeek became because we know, okay, we wanted to do like geek stuff, but there's so many geek outlets already.
Yes.
And you're just like, but we're not like other, like probably one of the sites that I look up to the most, like Back to Gaming, like Boss Map, hands down. I think everyone in the industry will say that this dude knows his stuff. He has a very scientific way on doing benchmarking and stuff. And the thing is, when you're looking at it, it's like, how do we even match up to someone like that? To these people who have been in the industry for long. Like, Colin, who's my business partner for UnGeek, told me basically that, yeah, we could, how do we go about reviews and everything? And it stemmed from, we started the concept of like doing it from weakness. What happened was that because we weren't familiar with how these reviews happened, we thought, well, that could be for like a load of other people. So we kind of took like the layman approach to it, and I think that's basically it. That's how UnGeek is voiced.
And there you go. That's the beauty of UnGeek for you.
Thank you.
And let me just turn the attention to Kev this time. It has been a great year for gaming.
Yeah.
And that's an understatement. I mean, we just recently had the Gaming Awards. We also had the releases of our next gen gaming consoles and whatnot. But tell me personally, and as the creative director of BrenPro, what was your biggest challenge this year?
The biggest challenge for this year was probably shifting everything during the lockdown. Because let's face it, during the lockdown, there was kind of like a few days or probably a week where we didn't know what to do.
That transition where you're just in limbo and you're looking at the laptop.
This was when the Fire Nation attacks.
Yeah, this is when the Fire Nation attacks. Like, that was when the government said, all right, nobody's leaving their houses. The biggest challenge there was, well, first of all, we kind of saw the opportunity there that, okay, it's time for gaming. Everyone's gonna be at home. We can all game together or like play single player games. But yeah, the biggest challenge for us as a production was shifting from studio setups like this, because this is the first time that we've shot live in a long time. Shifting everything from things like this that we're very used to and very comfortable doing into a very online kind of thing.
Exactly.
And that kind of leads us into what we wanted for the Scramble. Because online shows have, for me, kind of have this ceiling, kind of have this production ceiling where, yeah, this is the best we can do, like with everyone online. So yeah, that's probably the biggest production challenge that we experienced during this year.
So you're telling me that it was really the shifting from being physically in a studio and then shifting to going everything digital. We've experienced that ourselves here in the Scramble, but you know what? Kudos to you, because you actually made it possible.
Yeah.
And despite all of those challenges, it skyrocketed, I would say, not just the Scramble solely, but also the whole gaming industry. Like, more people are looking at their laptops or their TVs and watching the shows, EGG Network, and appreciating what we're doing for them, because this is the only way that they can get information, the latest dibs on gaming, on tech, and that's exactly why we're here, and we love our job. And when it comes to that, I was just mentioning the Gaming Awards. How did you find that as a creative director and as a media man as well? The Gaming Awards that was recently concluded, some people were scandalized in some sense. Some people were very happy with the awards. But of course, some also felt like, oh, it was just a clapper. It didn't deserve it. Tell me, which one scandalized you? Which one deserved it? Which one didn't?
Ooh, I think we should start. I should start.
Go for it.
I know you have a lot to say about this.
Go for it.
Let's just say I'm happy with how most of the Game Awards went. I kind of think The Last of Us Part 2 won too much.
Okay.
Won too much. It kind of became, that's
disclaimer,
award.
These are personal opinions.
These are personal opinions. It does not reflect
the feelings of Bren.
But yeah, Last of Us 2, it's a really good game. I was able to play a part of it. And yeah, I think some of the awards, they were close fights. And I can kind of accept that, Last of Us 2 had like a little bit more in that part.
In that category.
Yeah.
And how about you, Rob?
I think this is going to be a bit controversial. I mean, not controversial, but I think Last of Us deserved it.
Okay.
I think they deserve the win just because I have to agree with Nico, who helped who reviewed the game for us. And the thing is, they did something different. Not everyone likes different. Everyone loved, what Last of Us 1 established. I'm not gonna go into spoilers. But they did something different in terms of an art form. I think that was it. I think that's the reason why it's highly acclaimed by media. The general public will probably not like it because you have fan favorites. You have you want it this way. You love the first experience. You want it to stick to this. But this one, they tried to push the envelope, communicate a message. I think the question is just when does a game stop being a game and start becoming an art form? I think that was the contention there. So a lot of people are like, no, they shouldn't win. But yeah, for me, I think it's a well-deserved win.
when the button prompts stop appearing, what do you call that? Heavy rain. All right.
All right, guys. Now that we know how you really feel about the gaming awards, so there's some contention there. However, as to close things off, especially the year's coming to an end, it's been a really rough year for everybody. But I'm sure a lot of content creators, a lot of people who are into gaming, a lot of people who are into tech turn to us and try to see the potential of being in this industry as well. So what would your message be? Let's say you have a buddy who's asking, how do I get into this? How do I become a content creator? How do I become a media man, a responsible media man in gaming and in tech?
Actually, I've been asked this a lot. Like, there's this weird line of thinking that, I can just buy anything and make a video review out of it. Then you can call yourself a video reviewer now. But there's way more than that. I studied in college. I studied visual communication at UP Diliman. So there's this kind of journalistic side to me that accepts this level of communication in everything I want to do in my life. So when I kind of decided 3 years ago that I want to make these kinds of reviews and I want to make this kind of content, I had to bring myself to a standard na, I have to talk about these things and I have to talk about these things, but they all have to be based from facts and they have to be objective.
Nice.
So my biggest advice for people who want to do these things is, you have to speak via facts because this is basically a very journalistic side of the industry.
That's why I watch the Scramble, guys.
That's why I watch the Scramble. Then you also have to figure out how to communicate with the people that you want to be talking with. And that might be the brands, that might be the audiences, but everyone talks a different way.
Exactly.
And you have to study them.
Yes.
Because it's hard to get from point A to point B if you don't bridge that gap.
Right.
I absolutely agree. And that comes from a creative perspective. But how about for you, Rob? I mean, I did pour my heart out and tell you that you are my media man.
Thank you.
When it comes to gaming. So how does it feel? Or rather, what would you say to people who aspire to be just like you, an editor-in-chief in UnGeek?
I wouldn't say just like me, but it's a very loaded question. No, but I mean, at the very least, two things. If you want to do content creation, I think the general advice is do whatever. Basically, put yourself out there.
Right.
And then try whatever you can. But I guess the added step that I do for that personally is that I kind of temper it with the stuff that's around. I'm a firm believer that it's very hard. There are very, very few things that are original these days.
Yeah.
Like purely original. A lot of the things that work these days are derivatives of
tried and
something.
tested. Exactly.
And usually it's a small change. But it becomes something entirely new because you put your own personal spin to it.
Nice.
And I think that's what you do as a content creator, because once you start putting yourself out there. You get into that pace that, okay, so this is what I can do. This is what I'm comfortable with. This is what I'm not. And then you get into that thinking that now what do I bring differently to the table? How do I improve on what's already there? Why would people even bother to watch me?
Excellent, very well said. And that is exactly why they are our guests for our year-ender for the Scramble. Give them a round of applause. Hey, yo, team. Woo!
We have a
Robert
Yatco.
Kevin Evangelista, again representing BrenPro as well as ADG Network and UnGeek. All right, thank you very much, gentlemen. And that wraps up our quick interview right here on the Scramble. We'll be taking a short break, and in just a bit, we'll be discussing their Christmas recommendations. Stick around right here on the Scramble. Welcome back to the Scramble. Christmas is just around the corner and we're still doing it the way that gamers would. We still have Rob Yatco and Kevin Evangelista right here for gaming and tech on the side of the Scramble, and they're going to give us recommendations on what should be on your shopping list for this particular year. And we're starting off with our gaming guru, Rob. So I see that you have prepared a list for us today.
Three games.
Three recommendations for anything under the sun.
Right.
Okay, Rob, so naughty or nice, what's on your first?
All right,
Up the
fair.
list.
Naughty or nice. For the people who have been naughty or nice, there are three recommendations that I have. It is the holidays. It's a perfect time for people to just relax and play. First off, ever classic Mario Party.
Yeah.
Mario Party this is my recommendation for people who are in quarantine with people they love, their families. If you have brothers and sisters, basically what you're doing here is that you have a ton of mini games. Sure, the board game maps may be a little bit limited, but you do have tons and tons of games that you can play and be salty about during the holidays.
I am amused that you picked Mario Party.
How come?
Because Mario Kart has the weird, what do you call this? Reputation for breaking friendships.
For sure.
And this is this is still competitive, but not so salty, not so detrimental.
It really
to the
depends.
relationship.
I have been in a few fights for this. The thing with Mario Party is that it's so random. And you are working with something that the reason why I'm recommending this over Mario Kart is just because you have something that you have so many mini games to choose from.
True.
You're not just doing racing. If one sibling goes, but I'm not good at racing, well, we can play something else.
Exactly.
Definitely if you have a couch party for the holidays with the people you love, just go for it. Go for Mario Party. Still, maybe a dated game. 2018, I think. Still good, in my opinion.
Don't fight over Mario Kart. Fight over
Mario Party, where everything is luck.
So everyone can experience this game. Everyone from age what to age what.
I mean, you could be 10
Anyone
or you
can
could
do
be...
it. Kids at heart.
Yeah, pretty much. You could
Alright.
be 10 by age or 10 by heart. It's fine.
Exactly. All right, so let's move on to the second recommendation by Rob. So which one is this?
Now, Mario Party was for people who are couch gaming.
Right.
Now, how about for the friends or family that are not with you physically? Divinity Original Sin 2.
All right.
For
tell
me, is probably one of the best games that you can play. I have had personally tons of fun playing this with my board game group. It's actually a video gameized board game wherein if you're familiar with Dungeons and Dragons or have been toying around with that, with wanting to play it, this is great because you get to play the way you want to. You could be a little bit of a jerk. You could be a little bit, you could be the ever lawful good person that you want to be or are, sure, whatever. Let's believe that. Divinity Original Sin lets you play the way you want. And then what we do is that we just go on Discord. We pick our own classes. We make our own choices. You can save scum.
Alright.
As with every game.
Yeah. Right.
Well, as with most games. But with this, you'll want to just make a house rule that, whatever choice you make, because you do roll, the game does roll for you. Like, it does checks like, okay, this particular decision, let's try. And then it could succeed or fail depending on how much stats you have. Stick with it. Go with the decision. It's a very, very fun game. I think we spent over 100 hours for one campaign. It's really good because you could farm it out. You could game it as much as you can. Make the battlefield as much as you want it to be. But that's it. Definitely a really, really good game for people who just want to play with friends who aren't there physically.
All right, awesome. Let's move on to the third recommendation. What's it gonna be, Rob?
Set out to make our games bigger, more complex, deeply engaging.
Come on, V. Let's get you home.
Cyberpunk 2077 marries exploration of a vast open world with kinetic combat, story-changing player choices, and robust character development, all to bring you into our vision of the dark future.
You ever feel like a city doesn't give you a choice? You either burn alive in it.
So after Divinity Original Sin Part 2, here we go. What is the third recommendation?
This is a little bit of a spicy recommendation.
I like spicy.
Definitely, if you're playing on the PC, this is for people who want to do, some single player gaming on their own over the holidays. On the PC, very specifically. Not recommending this for PS4 or for last gen console
How about
owners.
PS5?
PS5's fine. PS5's fine, but for the glorious PC Master Race game, Cyberpunk is definitely a good game to play. Personally, when I was playing it, I have a review out, but personally, it makes you feel that you're out in the world again. The city is really well made. Albeit that there isn't that much to do in the city in terms of just messing around. But just going around, seeing the crowd, a dense crowd about it, seeing there's a night market here, there's kabayan foods over there.
Kabayan foods and matapang coffee.
Cyberpunk is such a good game to experience. The visuals will definitely blow you away if you're on the PC. It's that caveat. But aside from that, the story is also gripping. So far that I've experienced it. There are a ton of other endings so as you play more side quests. And this is a good thing to get lost in while you're, doing your Christmas gaming, I guess.
All right.
What do you feel about Cyberpunk?
I already have the game. But I have only started downloading it.
All right.
Because I am a very busy man. But I am also a very easily distracted man.
Fair.
So I will do all my Cyberpunk 2077 probably on the holidays.
As you may not have noticed, we're dressed for Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I am.
Corpo. In full corpo.
Yeah, I am street rat.
And
I'm about to shave half of my head, so
can be
it's
a
gonna
nomad.
work.
Can be a very sophisticated nomad. All right, that's it. Definitely a single player game for the holidays.
Now, those are some great recommendations from Rob. And hey, if you haven't gotten in your gaming hours during the lockdown, fret not. You still have the holidays, and make sure to heed to Rob's recommendation to make sure that you make the most of your last break time before you hit 2021. Now, we're going for a short break, but stick around because we're still moving on to Kevin Evangelista's tech tips for gamers. So stay tuned right here on The Scramble. Hey guys, we're back on the Scramble. We actually just finished a segment with Rob talking about all the games and recommendations for Christmas, but you know what? That's only half of the show. We still have to talk tech with Kevs, and as a matter of fact, representing BrenPro himself. Kevs, I know you have an assortment of ROG gear, so why don't we start which one you would recommend for the holidays?
All right, for my very first recommendation, since I'm kind of expecting, and we're all kind of expecting, that the world is going to open up starting 2021 again. So
We can
Very
hope.
hopeful. I
it
like
may
it.
be time to start, but we're not really sure when.
I love the
when-
idea, though.
Yeah, sometime in 2021.
Yes.
It might be a good idea for us to invest in a gaming rig that can work at home and on the go. So
Right.
my very first recommendations are to invest in a gaming laptop. So I have two laptops here, both serving very different segments of the market. But the first one is this. This is the ROG ZEPHYRUS Duo.
Yes,
and
it is.
it's called the ROG ZEPHYRUS Duo because of one very glaring thing about it. It has two screens. We featured this on the Scramble before, and it's one of my personal favorites. Speaking from the heart.
From the heart.
Yeah, from the heart. In the previous segment, I told you that I have already downloaded Cyberpunk 2077, but I haven't started playing it. This is the device that's got Cyberpunk 2077 ready on it.
Nice.
So it has a 300 hertz 1080p screen.
Wow.
So you can play all your esports titles and gaming titles here, no problem. Because apart from the 300 hertz screen, it also has a Core i9 10th gen, an RTX
impressive.
2080 Super, 32 gigs of RAM, and 2 terabytes of SSD storage. So it's like built like a desktop replacement.
Nice.
It's not actually like a full laptop. It's actually much more than that. But I kind of understand that this might be too much for some people because not only is it big and very heavy, it's also
Heavy on the wallet.
heavy on the wallet. Thank you for putting it like that. So, my personal daily driver for now is this. This is the ROG ZEPHYRUS G14.
Okay.
So the G14 is like a smaller laptop by Asus ROG, but it doesn't skimp out on the features because usually when you think small laptops, you would think that, it has lower specs.
Right.
But actually, this laptop still has the specs of a bigger laptop. It just has a smaller screen. So this is like the limited edition version of the G14. It's the acronym one with the
Yes.
weird
Detail
display.
on the back.
Yeah. But the G14 regular is one of my most recommendable laptops for this year. That's why
Alright,
I put
alright.
it on the list.
So what else completes the list?
Okay, so for my second recommendation, if you're not much of a PC player and you would prefer to play on mobile, maybe some Genshin Impact, some Call of Duty.
Genshin
Impact.
Okay, it's Among Us for me.
It's Among Us for you. So
Christmas wishing is what it's about. That's what it's called.
better make the most out of that gaming, mobile gaming experience and get the ROG Phone 3. So the ROG Phone 3, it's one of the best like entries in the mobile gaming segment because it offers a lot of features that's unique to it. So apart from like having, sorry, I was about to cuss, but it has a lot of accessories that you can connect to it via this port. It's also packing like the latest processor, the latest GPU, and a ton of RAM, so you can play like any kind of game that you have.
The gaming phone.
Yeah, it's the gaming phone.
Nice.
So, but like the best part of it for me is the screen because it has a 144 hertz screen, meaning every second 144 frames of gameplay are being streamed directly to your face. So it's like super smooth. If you've ever tried it in like Genshin Impact or Call of Duty Mobile or Free Fire, it's gonna be like an esports level experience. And you can also like call out your friends for being sus in 144 hertz.
You can eject them from the airlock.
Yeah.
144.
I can eject you from the airlock, or I can like kill you in the electrical room at 144 hertz with this phone. So yeah, this takes the second spot for me. It's a really, really good gaming phone, and apart from that, it's a really, really good daily driver phone as well.
All right, so thank you for that second recommendation, the ROG Phone 3. Now, what's next, Kevs?
All right, for my third and final recommendation for the gamers in your life or for yourself, if you're practicing hashtag self-love this 2020, it's this. It's a complete peripheral set from Asus ROG. So we have the Strict Scope optomechanical gaming keyboard.
Wow.
It's a mouthful, I know.
It is.
So the big thing about it is it's a mechanical keyboard, but it also has something very unique to it. Mechanical keyboards usually function by like having mechanical switches. So it has like a little mechanical thing that pings every time you press on it. But Asus ROG thought that, oh, that's still too slow. So they put lasers inside of the sensors here.
Wow.
So whenever you're pressing a button, you're actually tripping a laser, so you can have those millisecond response times from a keyboard. So, I mean, what can be faster than light? Anyway, apart from that, we also have the Delta 7.1 gaming headset. It's a 7.1 gaming headset. You've seen Sam wearing this in previous episodes. This is the actual headset that she uses, and you can attest to the actual sound quality of these. It's really good.
Now, actually, Sam, in terms of like, because you do wear this quite often on the show.
Yeah.
Have you ever felt like the weight on it, like, you know, because a lot of people complain when it comes to headphones that, you know, wearing it for long amounts of time is tiring.
Pretty comfortable. As a matter of fact, the foam
it has a memory
surrounds your
foam.
ears. It's very comfortable, and the headband itself, it's very it doesn't slip, unlike some that I've tried, which is great, and it doesn't annoy me as well that I can adjust my mic, which is a great feature.
Yeah.
Most mics are unadjustable, and it's just an inconvenience. So this one's really savvy.
It's also USB-C. So yeah, you're receiving
That
a digital
I never
signal.
noticed.
Yeah, not an analog signal, it's a digital signal. And lastly, this is the Asus ROG Gladius 2 wireless gaming mouse. So for the last few years, we've kind of figured out how to make wireless mechanical mice really good. So this is the first time that Asus ROG released a wireless gaming mouse that's like specific for esports. So yeah, you can use this for esports now. Before, esports players wouldn't touch like a wireless mouse because of the delay, because of the weight, because you had to have a battery inside of it and the wireless receiver inside of it. But now they're good enough that this is actually being used by some esports professionals.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
So yeah, those are my three recommendations for the gamers in your lives, and of course for yourself.
With a nice unifying aesthetic to it as well.
Unifying aesthetic. Yeah, so whichever of those you want to take upon, you can take everything and ask Santa a lot. Santa has some bills, yo. Or you can just
Santa
you can
making
just
it rain,
focus
yo.
on, yeah, you can just focus on one and like take the ROG Phone 3 or one of the laptops or this. You're sure to have a really good gaming experience.
A really Merry Christmas.
A really Merry Christmas.
Absolutely. Wow, Kevs, thanks for giving us a rundown of what we can expect under the Christmas tree, whether it be naughty or nice. You know what's up. It's either a laptop, an ROG Phone 3, or even the peripherals that you see right in front of us, just to make anyone's gaming experience great for this Christmas. So we're going to be back in a short bit, but stick around because we're going for a little gameplay segment with Rob and Kev once we come back. So stay tuned on The Scramble. Welcome back to The Scramble, everyone, and we're still here with Kevs and Rob, and yeah, we're gonna experience firsthand a Mario Kart 8.
It's a special Mario Kart.
Yes, and this is our Christmas special, by the way.
Right.
Christmas challenge, and this will be my first time playing the game. Yeah.
And basically, yeah, I mean, Sam has a chance. I guess she does. But with this, there are special stipulations for this game. Where the loser, aka Sam, will basically sing an anime song after this as part of our program. True.
To
I mean,
tide
fair
us through
enough.
the holidays.
I mean, let's be real. I mean, I wouldn't be a good friend to you if, I gave you false hope.
Okay, fair enough.
Imagine
fair
if I lost. I'm
mean,
working for one of the biggest esports. Like we are one of the most competitive people.
Exactly.
I get it, guys.
competitive
I get
groups
it.
here.
Pressure's on both of you. But as the host of the Scramble, I gotta put the
Lose
banner
gracefully.
up.
You
have
have
to
to
lose
lose gracefully.
Well, I prepared my song anyway, so
Alright,
that's fine.
fair.
I'm ready to lose gracefully.
All right.
Wait, question. If you lose, what are you gonna sing?
I don't need to prepare for that. It's not
Really?
gonna happen. It's not gonna
Really?
happen.
Okay. If you're gonna lose, what are you gonna sing?
In the very minuscule chance that I will lose, I will probably sing Snake Eater.
Snake Eater.
Yeah.
Okay.
By
But here's the
Cynthia
thing,
Herrera.
why are you even thinking? That's negative talk. That's negative
that's
talk.
negative
You
talk.
don't think that you're gonna lose when it's not gonna happen.
manifest destiny.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's just not gonna happen.
You know what experts say? You really have to prepare for failure.
I think those are experts that lost.
No, these are experts with experience. These are experts with experience and can actually.
These experts can do it. Let's game.
Let's go to the game.
Fine.
All right.
All right.
I think before this, we've been doing a bit of trash talk with
I know.
Sam.
I know. I will deny that there was a practice round that happened before.
Would you like to inform our audience of my position?
I came in third. I'm feeling pretty good.
Well, for beginners' luck.
We had a
I
practice
came in
round.
fourth for practice, but
And who came first?
or I'm looking forward to dinner when I eat food, not my words.
All right.
Okay, now it's serious. I can
now it's
feel
on,
your
now it's on.
energy.
Now it's on. Where is
It's where? It's where?
All right.
Ready?
All right.
Steady.
First and last race.
Sita. Go.
Oh my God.
Sam. So, Sam, tell me about your day.
What day?
Sam, tell me about how was this whole segment for you? Like,
You mean
spending
your
time
date with the dust
No.
in your face?
Well, we have to talk about, stuff. We have to, be distracted. I mean, just talk. Oh, Sam.
Spicy.
Sam, stop it.
Stop what?
Stop it. Stop winning.
I gotta be professional here, y'all.
Stop winning. Sam.
Stop.
Nice.
No.
Come on,
Oh my God.
come on.
How are you second?
Come on. Lego. Yes. I win.
Oh my God. How is
Sam
second?
Sam, stop it. Stop winning.
Dude, this is our reputation on the line.
Alright! Sam, come here.
Hey.
Sam.
Don't mess with me.
Come here. Later, nerds.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
I have to shut up every time. Because every time I say something, how are you first? Again!
Because I make this look good.
Sam.
Oh my God.
Sam,
I'm
can you
down
wait
to
for me?
sixth.
Sam,
Yeah.
can you wait for me? It's really quick, yeah. Just wait for me. It's
Come
fine.
on, baby.
It's fine.
Probably have brothers.
Stay with me. Oh yes.
Oh, look at that.
It's all about the
Back to
performance.
third.
It's not about the size.
Sam.
Let's go.
What?
How are you?
It ricocheted off the wall. I was about to curse again.
Bite the dust.
Oh, last lap. I can be sick. What?
Sam, please. You can just.
One hand, yo. Come on.
No, please, no last.
By the way, for our audience, after this, whoever loses will have to sing an anime song.
An anime or a gaming song.
Yeah.
No.
Let's go. Let's go.
I'm buying this game.
Let's go.
You're buying this
Let's
game.
go.
Buying this game.
It's not gonna help you win now.
Will in the
Let's
rematch.
go. Let's
Hey,
go,
it's the
yo.
best out of 3.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's
No,
what we
it's
said.
not.
It's the first
No,
time.
it's what we said. No, it's not.
He said it was the best out of 3. The score for 3. I know, for 3.
No, we had first and final match.
We didn't say that. We said we don't have enough footage for like a.
So what were you saying? Who's gonna sing?
What are you gonna sing, Rob?
We have one more.
No,
No, we don't.
More.
We don't.
we just have one.
You know what? I'll sing with you.
Damn it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to see a performance, a vocal performance
So
from
from
EGG Networks.
so
Robert
from
Yatco.
I want to recount in the same way. I want to recount this. I think this was unfair. I think this
how is this unfair? How is this unfair?
my controller was
This is the
my controller was
second
broken.
time.
You
yo.
saw the controller when
No, that was not a controller. And to add, you were the one who
I
fixed,
felt a little bit of
who
controller
fixed
grip.
your controller.
I felt controller grip.
You had dibs on choosing the controller.
I got what I was handed.
All right.
I think this was,
So, ladies and gentlemen, would you like to announce a grand winner? After all that trash talk behind the scenes, come on, do the honors. Do the honors.
I think we have to recount this. I think we have
Do
to
the honors.
We're ending the year on a good note.
That's me. That's me.
Your winner for today's
Yes.
Sam.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Congratulations. And by the way,
Despite my controller being broken.
our third placer. Let's also congratulate our third placer. No. Who's the third placer?
Who is light blue Yoshi?
Who is dry browser?
I think it was the other.
Dry Bowser.
Okay. And who is light blue Yoshi?
It would be, it's me, but I don't think that's
What?
a reflection of
No, but what?
my performance in the game.
Number 5?
I think
Third placer among the 3.
it's me. But in my defense,
We can capture that clearly because he's on a lapel.
the
We can just boost the
controller.
audio in post.
I think the controller was a huge factor in this game.
Don't worry. The Bren HQ will buy new controllers.
Okay, fair. We will have this match again.
You will have this match again.
All right.
We will have this match again.
All right. Bring it. Let's go.
I will buy this game.
I will buy this
This
game
will be my
myself
Christmas
too.
game.
All right.
I would
This is
too.
your holiday
This will
game.
be my
Very
holiday game.
entertaining.
So not as we said earlier in the episode, relationships are strained by Mario Kart.
By Mario Kart. I just want to clarify to everyone. I'm buying this game because it's a good game. I'm not buying it because I need to beat Sam. It's not that.
Yes.
It's just because it's a good game. I recommend it to people. And we'll have a match soon.
Sure. Let's get it on. Let's go. And that's it, guys. A special edition Christmas challenge with Rob and Kevs. Once again, gentlemen, thank you very much for gracing and making the scramble possible. But hey, how can anyone watching support you guys?
All right, starting with me. Hello, I'm Kevin Evangelista of BrenPro TV. You can find BrenPro TV at facebook.com/BrenPro TV. We do unboxings, tech reviews, game streams, you name it. Most of the content there, I'm the one hosting. So yeah, go watch my face over there. But if you prefer to watch my face on YouTube, you can go to youtube.com/BrenPro TV.
Awesome sauce. And how about you, Rob? How can we support you?
Of course, I do have to plug EGG Network.
Yeah!
Please catch our content, all of our episodes. check out egg.network for our website. You can check out our YouTube and our Facebook page, which is EGG Network. On the other end, you can also catch our the latest gaming news on UnGeek.ph. Same, you can also search UnGeek.ph on Facebook and on YouTube as well.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for making this edition a very special one. Thank you and Merry Christmas to you all. My name is Sam Purvor. This is The Scramble. Take it away, Rob.
Merry Christmas, guys. I'm gonna go play Cyberpunk 2077.
This was still rigged, by the way.
We're still here. We're just gonna dance while you sing.
Tachi no hitogi kada ga butsuete Hatte nai soge kaze ga bubu to hitori mo mochi no ichi nara nagita duraru basho wa futatsu maru mo tsugete choppiri otonasa めちゃめちゃ苦しい壁だねて不意になぜか後ろはつ勇気とパワー湧いてくるのはめちゃめちゃ厳しい人だって不意に見せた優しさのせいだったりするんだろうねありがとうございます